If you don't know where to start with NIS2 and if your company needs to be compliant with this directive, then this is the right video for you. So I'll explain the 3 criteria that actually determine if your company needs to be compliant or not. I'll also explain if companies that are not based in European Union have to be compliant with it. And I'll also show you the 3 main articles within NIS2 that you have to be compliant with. I'll also show you a training program that will help you learn more about NIS2. So after watching this video, you'll have a clear idea on where to start with your compliance journey towards this EU directive. And to see the full text of NIS2 as well as lots of other articles on how to comply with this regulation, click this link below. NIS2 directive is European Union's law which defines which kind of cybersecurity need to be implemented by critical infrastructure organizations or companies within European Union. NIS2 comes into effect in October 2024 when it replaces the old NIS1 that was proven to be rather inadequate, and this NIS actually stands for Network and Information System. Since NIS2 is a directive, this means that it's not directly applicable to companies. Rather, it means that EU member states, so all the EU countries, have to actually bring their own laws and regulations based on NIS2, whereas NIS2 is a baseline and these EU countries have to specify their own security requirements for critical infrastructure. Now, the deadline for EU countries is to do this by October 2024, so basically when NIS2 comes into effect. But the question is really whether all the EU countries will be actually so quick or not. This is something that we have to see. This process of publishing local laws and regulations is called transposition. Now, there are 3 criteria actually that determine if a company needs to be compliant with NIS2. The first one is that it needs to belong to these 18 sectors of critical infrastructure companies that include, let's say, banking, water utilities, transportation, and so on. And by the way, you can actually take a look below this video. You will see a list of all these 18 sectors. The second criteria is that the company needs to be a so-called mid-size or a larger company. This means that it needs to have at least 10 million euro in revenue, annual revenue, and at least 50 employees. And the third criteria is that it offers its products or services within any country of European Union. So let's say that there is a small telecom company that operates in only one EU country and that it has revenues of 8 million euros. This means it does not have to be compliant with NIS2 because it's a considered small company. It did not reach the 10 million euro revenue level. On the other hand, you might have, let's say, a company which is based in the United States that offers also telecommunication services in various EU countries, but that is, let's say, a large company and it worldwide has revenues larger than 10 million euros and also larger than 50 employees. It doesn't really matter whether these employees or revenues are in European Union only. Basically what counts is the total worldwide revenue and also worldwide number of employees. Anyway, if this telecom company fulfills all the 3 criteria, it is that it is one of the critical sectors, that also that it's a bigger company or a mid-sized company and it offers its services in the European Union. It also needs to be compliant with NIS2 even though the headquarters is outside of European Union. Now, there are large penalties if a company is not compliant with NIS2, and this is up to 10 million euro of a penalty or up to 2% of a global turnover of a particular company. And also NIS2 defines that members of the senior management will also be held personally liable if the company is not compliant. So you should really take seriously this directive because it will be enforced very strictly. Now, NIS2 has 46 articles and it's interesting that out of these 46, only 3 articles are really relevant for companies that need to be compliant with. Because the remaining articles describe some, let's say, terms and definitions, and mainly the remaining articles define what do government bodies that enforce NIS2 have to do. So if you are on the compliance end, if you are one of these critical infrastructure companies that have to comply, then you have to focus on the following 3 articles. The first article is article number 20, and it describes how you actually the government's requirements. So basically it requires the senior management that has to be in control of cybersecurity to make all the major decisions and to make a supervision of what is happening with security in the company. Also, this Article 20 speaks about that the whole company, the whole workforce actually has to go through training and awareness programs with regards to NIS 2, including the senior management. Article 21 is about cybersecurity controls that need to be implemented, and it's quite a lengthy article. It lists numerous sections, numerous things that have to be implemented, like supplier chain security, incident handling, human resources security, and so on and so forth. And you can also take a look at these requirements below this video. Article 23 is about incident reporting. It's very strict. It defines several types of reports that have to be notified towards authorities if an incident happens. And the first incident, actually, the first reporting needs to happen within 24 hours, and then all the way to 1 month after the incident, you also have to submit the final report. Again, below this video you will see an article which displays in more detail how this reporting works. Okay, this video is too short to show you all important things about NIS 2, so I'll show you now a NIS 2 training program where you can actually learn much more and much more into depth about this directive. Okay, once you log into this Advisera company training account, you actually see the screen, and when you scroll below, you will see a library with dozens and dozens of various trainings, lessons, and you can actually filter them out by seeing only the NIS 2 specific videos. And when you open any of these, you will see more details about the specific lesson, and you can actually watch the video by clicking this button here. Now, this learning management system is primarily actually intended for training a group of people or your whole workforce in a company. And as you can see already here, I have established some programs, training programs. For example, this is NIS 2 training program for the members of the project team. This one is for senior management. This one is for security managers, specifically in Spanish, in Spain. So basically, you can actually configure this learning management system to deliver this training to a specific target group with specific training videos in them. Okay, I hope this was helpful. To sign up for a free trial, 14-day free trial of company training account and this NIS 2 company training, click this link here and you'll be able to go through all the videos, and you can also invite your colleagues to go through this training as well.